Hi everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Making My Brother Play Toma Games. I'm Kaylin.
I'm Nathan.
And we're back with more Cinderella phenomenon. Last time we got some more details about our curse and how to break it and how curses worked.
Found out our stepbrother is also cursed.
Yes, stepbrother Rod is cursed with the mermaid's curse. And
he's happy that we're cursed.
Yeah, he's like, cool, you're gone now I don't have to pretend to like you.
Kind of a jerk.
Yep. But then we also were offered a room at the Marchand to stay in, so long as we work for our room. So we're doing a job now. We're taking some food up to a man who was injured and taken in last night. And he used the oldest line in the book.
Yep.
So we're about to deal with that.
Yep. And halfway, I want to throw the tray at him. But at the same time, we want to break this curse.
We do want to break the curse, which means being good.
And I feel like if I was a person who was really trying to break a curse, I would be trying to monitor my every move.
Monitor all the actions.
We're just going to let Delora deal with this one.
You're gonna let it go?
Just gonna be quiet. Your wish is my command, and my fate, my sweet princess.
If you want, you can have him. I'll pass, thanks. Oh, he's awake.
Shock! Another lovely lady has entered my chambers. I don't think my heart can handle the perfection of 3 of you at once.
I'll just leave then, bye. I think I know how Casanova here got those head injuries. Some lady decided she'd had enough of his rubbish and wanted to punish him. Delora, patience. He may not be in the right state of mind right now. He did take injuries to the head, after all. He's just crazy.
Or it could just be like that.
The man finally stops to look just at me. He narrows his eyes and stares so hard I almost want to slap him. What?
You're familiar. But no, it's impossible. Aren't you the crown princess? What are you doing here?
Shock! If he knows, then he's... Well, he's definitely not a witch or a fairy. Can only mean one thing if he recognizes the Ice Princess. What is your name, good sir?
Huh? I would answer any questions you ask of me, madam, but...
The man looks down at the notebook in his hand.
I don't remember.
Oh. Amnesia?
I know everything about Angel, and yet I don't know the first thing about myself. Except that I have the Rumpelstiltskin curse. Ooh.
Rumpelstiltskin? Is that a fairy tale? I knew it. He's got the fairy tale curse.
Fairy tale curse?
Do you remember how to break it?
From what I remember, I need to somehow collect 3 memories and get them to appear in this journal as entries.
He shows us the notebook he's been holding onto since we entered the room.
My first memory is of waking up and holding this. I thought there would be information here, but it's empty.
Another victim of the curse. You must be tired. Lucy would leave your breakfast here, and we'll give you some time to yourself. We'll be outside if you need anything else. Someone else who's cursed. Rumpelstiltskin. What is that fairy tale about? Delora does not do a good job of hiding her laughter. She snorts and I cross my arms, embarrassed. Mother burned the fairy tales in the palace before I got the chance to read all of them. Fine, fine. I'll keep it short. Once upon a time, there was a girl that was said to be able to spin straw into gold. The king found her and locked her up in a tower. He said he wouldn't let her out until she turned all the straw in the room into gold. But the girl was just a regular human girl. She knew she would never be able to turn the straw into gold and feared that she would be locked up forever. That was when an odd little man appeared before her and offered to do the job for her if she gave him something in return. The girl gave him her necklace, and the man spent the rest of the night spinning the straw into gold. However, the girl wasn't released. The second night she was given more straw to spin, and the little man appeared once more. This time she gave him her ring. On the third night, the king ordered her to spin the straw one last time, and if she did, she would be released and made his queen. However, that night the girl had nothing left to give to the little man, so they made an agreement. He would spin the straw into gold for her, so long as she gave him her first child. I personally never understood why the girl would want to marry the king in the first place. Hush, I'm trying to tell a story here. Years passed, and the queen finally gave birth to her first child. That night, the odd little man returned and demanded his due, but the queen didn't want to give up her child. The man then said that he wouldn't take the child if the queen was able to guess his name in 3 days. The man's name was Rumpelstiltskin. Did she guess it? Oh yeah, the night before her time was officially up, the queen was drawn to the forest by the sound of a little voice. She saw the little man celebrating his upcoming victory, singing about how nobody had or ever would guess his real name, which was Rumpelstiltskin. He does not sound particularly smart. So agrees the general populace. Sometimes I wondered how Hans was able to come up with such tall tales. Well, the marching is opening soon. I expect another busy day. Especially for you, Lucy. You need to start coming up with good deeds.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta get on that. The amnesiac Casanova was allowed to stay at the Marchen with the other boarders. Because he still seemed capable, Parfait set him to work as one of the Marchen's servers. Anice's protest that he remain in bed fell on deaf ears. Parfait couldn't very well throw him out, not while knowing that he had nowhere to go. I would be incapable of showing him such kindness given all the nonsense he spouts at us. The people that frequent the Marchen began to steadily ignore me altogether. Like I do not exist. It's better than the stares and the hateful looks. Rumpel, you aren't here to flirt.
But this lovely lady is unattended.
Sir Rumpel, please, you're making me blush. Because the man couldn't remember his name, he fashioned one from his own curse. Rumpel. I think it suits him. I will never understand Parfait. This amorous waste of space is just about as useful as karma. I've returned. Speaking of karma. Yeah. Speak of the devil. Did you miss me? Karma had left abruptly yesterday, saying that she had something very important to take care of.
Or he.
Or he.
Or she.
It's a little unclear.
We're not quite sure here.
Waltz trails in after her now, carrying several boxes in his arms.
Why am I carrying these?
Because you made me run that errand for you at the toy shop the other day. And because gentlemen carry things for ladies.
I'm going to drop them now.
Those boxes contain very important contents. Welcome home, Miss Karma. Nice to see you survived the trip, Waltz.
Thank you, Anise.
Rumpel. So this is our new housemate. We have not had the opportunity to meet. I am... Oh.
Shock.
Shock and awe. Uh-oh. We are all surprised when Rumpel suddenly reaches out to grab Karma's hand.
My life before this moment has been a depressing monochrome. Now that you have entered my bleak existence, I see everything in beautiful, blazing color. I like the
sparkles.
and the cutout of
Yes.
around his glasses so you can see his
So you can
eye
see his
perfectly
eyes.
staring into
Yep.
hers. We'll
It's
continue.
hers.
Nothing shines more brightly, more vividly than you.
Oh.
I am Rumpel, my sweet. Let us talk of marriage.
I stare at Karma, waiting for her to flirt back. At the very least, I expect her to wave Rumpel away for being a fool. But she remains eerily silent.
Answer, my angel, I beg of you.
Keep
Say the word and it's done.
your filthy hands off me. Wha-bam.
Ow! Not again.
I would never be interested in the likes of you.
Go on, lad. Give him a good beating, like the one you gave to me. My queen, there is no need for violence.
What did you call me? Please calm down. Rumpel is still recovering. What's going on?
Karma's a man. Doesn't take kindly to being flirted with. Or proposed to.
She is a man?
But your voice, your face, your breasts. Ow!
That's what you're focusing on? Pervert.
I worship all aspects of the female form, but my particular favorite has always been...
Stop talking.
Ow!
Do yourself a favor and shut up. I never would have known. But why would he do this? I'll let you voice Karma now that we know he's a man.
Don't look at me like that. I have my reasons.
I like it. Is it because of your curse?
Yes. I am undone. My heart is in pieces.
You knew him for 10 minutes.
For those that can hear the music of their heart, like I, it takes only a look to fall madly, irretrievably in love. I must leave. My heart will need time to heal.
Alrighty then.
The marching attracts all sorts, doesn't it?
Waltz is like all these crazy people. That one is entirely Parfai's fault. Alright, nothing to see here. Back to work. I am still in shock from what I learned earlier. Karma, a man. It's not fair that he's so beautiful as a woman. If the female population of Angiel knew the truth, Karma would be hunted down for making the rest of us pale in comparison. Anise, being good I suppose, prepared a special lunch to welcome the newest merchant boarders. We have all been invited to the private dining room.
Excuse me, is Lady Parfait here?
Prince Rod! Perfect timing. Please join us for lunch.
I only came to talk to you, Lady Parfait.
But I'm hungry and I've no wish to make you wait while I eat. Come, join us. Please, Your Highness, I've made too much as usual. You must help us finish.
Very well. A cursed princess and a cursed prince.
I see he's recovered.
What an eccentric collection of friends you have, Lady Parfait.
I wouldn't say they were eccentric necessarily. You're the most eccentric one here, Rumpel.
Really now?
I sit silently in my chair. I'm uncomfortable around so many people. Even when Mother was alive, I had all my meals alone, since my parents were always too busy to sit down for meals with me. The meals with Ophelia and her children were always awkward and silent. Somehow the atmosphere here is lively and friendly, even though I barely know anyone here. Is something wrong? Excuse me? You've barely touched your food. Don't you like it? Dolores said this was one of your favorites. I'm just not used to eating with company, that's all.
They say that sharing a meal brings the family closer together.
We're an awkward big family here. Garland.
I apologize.
Closer together, huh? So, have you made any progress on how to do those good deeds, Princess? There's no way I'm admitting that I do not even know how to complete one. Oh, I forgot that you're not so good on the doing good front. You're not very helpful. Why don't you ask someone to teach you how to do good? What? Well, that isn't something you ever hear every day. As in, take some kind of lessons? If you're having so much trouble on your own, you should ask someone to give you some advice, or teach you. It's as simple as that.
Really?
Go ahead. Yep.
What is this I hear? The princess needs advice? Well then, she's in luck. I happen to give the most excellent advice, and believe me when I say I could teach almost anything. The princess is indeed lucky, as I am available for teaching duties. No doubt I'd be the better choice, as I don't go about deceiving the world. Excuse me?
And a rivalry is born.
And the tension thickens. From one-sided flirting to bitter enemies, and all in the span of a few hours. The man broke my heart. Anyway, I'd also be happy to help you in any way I can, Princess.
And I'm sure your stepbrother would be happy to help as well. I'm not so sure about that. I don't think I would make the best teacher for this sort of thing. I only teach others how to fight.
Never mind the fact that Urian herself still struggles to be good.
What? You're lucky, aren't you? So many people are willing to help you. Why? Why are you all willing to help me?
That's what we do at the Marchen. We help each other.
Lesson number 1. Doing good means helping whenever one can.
Just let any of us know if you want our help.
Trust no one but yourself. You need not care for anyone but yourself. This is what Mother in the last few years have taught me. I've always been alone, and it is easier that way. And yet, these strangers, these people that I've only known for a few days, are so willing to help me when they will gain nothing in return. Is this the goodness I was meant to see, Father? How can I even begin to trust and care for others when I have forgotten how to do so? I'm slowly beginning to understand what I must do. Learn how to be good. Chapter 2.
The decision.
I don't see why this is necessary. Of course this is necessary, Princess. You work to show you can be useful. For the last half hour, Parfait and Delora have been debating what chores they want to give me. I cannot believe they're seriously going to make me work like a commoner.
Well,
No freeloaders at the Marchen, remember? And you can't pull the princess card anymore now that you're a homeless peasant. Being demoted to a homeless peasant is not my fault. If you really think about it, it was kind of me to demote you. Stop teasing her, Delora. Lucy has had a lot thrown at her lately. Already. There we go. I'm only speaking the truth. Besides, working to live is the commoner's way of life, but at least it's rewarding. But if you do nothing, you get nothing. No food, no clothes, no bed. You are no longer a princess, Lucy. Life here at the Marchen is comfortable, and you need to work for comfort. Remember that. What you do is your choice, Princess. Do I even have a choice? Not really, no. Let's see. How about cooking duties? No way. She'd burn a salad. She could be a receptionist? Then we'd lose all of our customers. That's probably true. I am right here, you know. Sorry. Do you have any useful skills at all? As a princess, I had servants who did everything for me. They cleaned my room, helped me dress. How am I expected to possess skills for things I've never done? Aha! I found the perfect job for a Cinderella. Ta-da!
magic. A broom.
Yeah, she actually says, ta-da! Lucy will be in charge of sweeping the Marchen floors. What? Perfect. Even she should be able to do that. Could you, Princess? I refuse. But look, I even put a cute little ribbon on the room just for you. It's your very own special broom. A princess does not clean. Hard-headed as ever. Don't worry, I have a fix for this. More magic. Suddenly the broom flies into my hands. I'm pulled helplessly along as the thing begins to sweep the floors. I try to pull my hands away, but they may as well be glued to the broom. They do not budge. What have you done? You should be thanking me. I'm helping you with your duties. Delora, isn't this a little too much?
Not for her own
Oh,
personal entertainment
nonsense.
value.
The princess is learning useful new skills. Mr. Broom will teach her everything she needs to know. If the floor is dirty, Mr. Broom will come to life and start sweeping. And it will not stop until the floors are spotless. What? Come on, Parfait. We've got time for a cup of tea. But she'll be fine. A little sweeping never killed anyone.
But a lot will kill you.
You were dreadful. Enjoy your time with Mr. Broom. Wait. Did they really just leave? Hey, slow down. The broom begins to sweep faster. Despite my protests, I am still forced, like a puppet, to sweep the floors with grudging tenacity. Ooh, they're
But
sparky.
we've got them practically polished.
I can barely catch my breath after that.
And we're giving the
Yeah,
broom a little
he's got a
emoji
smiley face.
face
He's
thingy.
happy.
He's happy. Why is a broom cheerful?
Because it got the floors clean.
Princess Parfait sent me to check. How lovely! It's so clean I can see my reflection on the floorboards. I'm impressed.
Do not even think about stepping into this room with your dirty shoes.
Goodness, I didn't know princesses could be such terrifying creatures. You are aware that the margin is opening soon, yes? Floor isn't going to stay clean forever.
Then do not open the margin.
I do sympathize with you, princess. It's difficult adjusting to the commoner's life.
What would you know about that?
More than you think.
What?
Oh, did I let that slip? That was my mistake.
Karma just smiles at me, his eyes gleaming with playful mischief. He's definitely hiding something. My hands are red and sore from all the sweeping I have done today. I remember the salve Anise offered me when I first woke up in my room. Surely that will help somewhat. I apply it to my hands and find to my surprise that it's very effective. Most of the redness quickly fades, along with the pain. Is this what my life will be like if I do not break the curse? Forced to work day in and day out? I cannot let things stay as they are. I must act. I lay down to rest. Tiredness falls upon me like a heavy, suffocating blanket. I close my eyes and feel myself shift into the darkness of sleep. That's life after a hard day's work.
Mm-hmm.
Despite having slept for hours, I am still tired when I wake. I glance back at my hands and remember the salve's effectiveness. Whatever Anise gave me really works. I should ask her to make me more. I feel like this is not the last time I will need it. I must act quickly. The sooner I break the curse, the better. The people who offered to help me are all here. Whom should I ask for help? Waltz, Karma, Rumpel, Rod, or I can break the curse on my own.
Well, we know that's not gonna happen. Out of all the people here,
Who do you think would be most helpful? I guess this is the question.
I feel like Waltz is gonna be the most helpful. It's closer to our age. And, well, I guess I don't know. Everybody kind of seems like they're our age.
Waltz seems like he's younger because he's got the Neverland curse, so who knows
Karma
what
just
age he
seems
really
like
is.
way too pretty of a boy.
He's too pretty.
And Rod's already kind of expressed that he hates us, so I don't feel like he's going to be very helpful. So I'm going to go with Waltz.
Okay. He was just here earlier. Maybe he went back inside. Oh,
Shock.
I hear bubbles or something. I stop and stare at the small orbs of light floating around the room. What is going on?
Ah, no, this isn't...
I watch in awe as Waltz snaps his fingers and all the orbs disappear with a pop.
Oh, Princess.
What are you doing?
Practicing my next magic trick. I still haven't perfected it.
How come you were able to use magic? Are you a witch? A fairy?
A good magician never reveals his secrets.
Right.
Do you need anything?
I take a deep breath. Can you teach me about goodness?
Huh?
Why do you look so surprised?
Well, it's just that I didn't think you'd come to me for help.
If you don't want to.
No, it's not that at all. I'm happy you asked me. What would you like to know about goodness?
How do you do a good deed?
That's a very broad question. I don't think I can give you a specific example.
Then how do I do good?
The easiest way to do good is to make someone happy.
So a good deed would involve making someone happy. How do I do that? Very general advice, I guess. I stare in horror at the floor. Gravel and sand are embedded between the floorboards. The wood beneath my feet is covered in thick muck.
Go.
There's the broom! Oh no. Stop! I never thought I'd see this. The princess is actually sweeping. I'd say it's more like the broom is sweeping and the princess is just along for the ride.
Lady Parfait, your orders have arrived. Where should I put them?
At the back, please. Thank you. I stare at Garland as he begins to move. You! You are dirtying the floor.
I'm sorry.
Garland dashes across the floor with long steps in an attempt to leave as few footprints as possible. This was Delora's doing, wasn't it? Is it obvious? This has witch having fun written all over it.
Yes, it does.
I need water. Wow, completely spotless. You are the worst. Oh, it's sad. Don't be mad at the broom, princess. It's only trying to help. It's doing nothing but making my life miserable.
Oh.
Lady Parfait, I must speak with you. I look up at the witch that has just entered. She is a regular at the Marchen, and according to Parfait and Delora, a good witch. She orders tea here from time to time. She has mud on her shoes. Why is she glaring at me like that? I believe it's because of your shoes, dear. I've just cleaned the floor. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll clean up after myself right away. Good. The princess is something else. I've never seen a witch so frightened of someone before.
Yeah.
The witch hurriedly cleans up the tracks she'd made coming in before going to speak with Parfait. Even though Parfait says that Delora and this witch is good, I do not trust her judgment. Especially not when she considers Delora, who ruined my life, a good person. I put the broom back in its resting place before double-checking my work. Now that I'm done, I can continue to work on breaking my curse. Whom should I ask for help today? The same people? Or no? I do not need any help.
That was a very quick turnaround.
Yep.
We're already on to the next day and need to ask someone else.
Yep. And we're actually out of time. So...
What? Fine.
Yeah. We'll have to pick in the next episode.
Well, till next time, everyone. Be sure to click that subscribe button.
Yeah.
Little bell icon here. You know, gives you a notification when we put up a new video. And, yeah, comment.
Comment, like.
Yeah.
Until then,
Bye.
bye.